One, the Pluto is ending the year with a few words of advice, and he captioned it the 3 L's that ruin the success of the modern Kenyan man. And you're thinking, Pluto, whomst appointed you wise sage in this season? However, some of the things that he said, or the things he said, actually and honestly ring true. He said, as a young man in Kenya, there are 3 L's that can destroy you. Even the smartest of men will be ruined by this. One is liquor, and obviously that is very self-explanatory. Consumption, overconsumption. Overconsumption of liquor, not consumption, just regular consumption. But you doing it too much excessively could honestly ruin you. Opportunities pass you by. Nobody wants to offer you a job. If you're not reliable because of your alcohol dependence, nobody trusts you with their business. Even your family, you are bound to lose your family if you are completely dependent on alcohol. He says, when you take a lot of liquor, you get too intoxicated, opportunities usually slip away from you. Even the smartest of people know this. And the second L that he was discussing, the second L of ruin to the modern Kenyan man is apparently the ladies. Okay? I know Nviri alisema pombe sigara naweza wachana. Lakini ikifika ni wasichana, it's a completely different story. And he did say this, that romance becomes very expensive when you start sponsoring the lifestyle of multiple partners. As a young person, that is how you lose money, because you always want to prove a point. And honestly, this is true. I know the modern lady, the modern girl is not willing to be with you in your struggle phase. 9 times out of 10, okay? We've seen proof of concept. So right now, you know very well, as a young man, I need to stack my paper, because it's also very unfair for you to bring a lady into a situation of poverty, okay? It is extremely unfair for you to bring in a girl who was just chilling into your situation of poverty, and then on top of that you add and say, oh, you should be ride or die, one day I will make it. Hey, please release me, okay? Stop it. So he does say that, you with the ladies, you trying to impress the ladies will ultimately become your downfall. And the last L that he is advising the young men against is actually leverage. By this, he means you going out of your way to acquire a loan. Okay? According to Pluto, please live within your means. This is what crushes a lot of people, because what happens after you build a lifestyle off of loans? You have bought the latest car. You're shining with it on Instagram. You are living in the suburbs. You're in the burbs. You have a cutesy apartment down here in Kileleshwa that you bought with a loan. What happens when your cash runs dry? What happens when the bank comes to collect? Unfortunately, we've seen a lot of cases of people being auctioned. Not necessarily because they took loans to supplement their living or their lifestyle, but because tough times are all around. People are really facing desperate times and tough economic times right now. So we've seen auctioneers coming for people, and they're so ruthless. And it's so undignifying how they carry out these things. We've seen even the other day, Eric Omondi was speaking on a podcast, and he talked about how he was being auctioned. He was such a huge star, but he couldn't even afford rent. And he had to tell them, hey guys, simrudi jioni, when not many people are seeing me. Okay? We've had so many stories. Even you right now who's watching me right now, you have been affected, or you know somebody, a relative, a friend, who's been affected when it comes to auctioning of property. So however much you can, try to live within your means. And I know the festive season is upon us. Everyone is saying, oh, it's Christmas. The people who are going to Shago right now to show them what to Nairobi, how we live this life. There are people who are going to be masters of sherehe. It is party after party after party. My advice for you is, if you don't have the money, stay at home. Okay? There is rice at home. And nobody has ever passed away. Nobody has ever died because they did not sherehe hard enough. So please try your level best to live within your means. Try to sacrifice and not take out loans to impress other people, especially the pressure of the festive season, okay? Okay?